A little more insight right now into the prosecution of Breonna Williams. Breonna Williams is the mother of 5-year-old Taylor Rose Williams, the child who was found dead in Alabama after a massive Amber Alert all across the Southeast. Breonna is not charged with murder, but she is charged with giving false information to police and child neglect. Now, we checked out the court documents, and according to those, prosecutors have nearly 4,000 photos, Uber records, Match.com profiles, and Breonna's Amazon purchase history. They also have Google searches and hours of surveillance video. Tuesday is Breonna's next court date.